So we're carving this dog, and we're gonna be taking you through the finishing process. Just putting in the fur. I'm using just a carbide bit. I don't know if Casey can get in on that a little bit, but just inexpensive carbide bit. Just putting in all the lines for the fur. It really has a neat effect if you're trying to put fur on a carving. The reason we didn't film this from the beginning is because originally we were not going to film the project, and the reason being is that I don't typically carve dogs. This was a special exception. It's been carved for somebody that I have a great deal of respect for, and somebody that's helped me out quite a bit, and somebody that helps a lot of other people out as well. So the carving started to turn out so nice that I couldn't help but just share it with you. And so we're gonna go ahead and follow it through right through to the end now with the finishing and the painting. using a couple of different urethanes to finish the dog carving. Both of them are Minwax products. Minwax makes real decent urethanes and products and paint products. This is warm satin, and it's actually going to go on the dog itself. It's mostly a protective layer. These type of dogs do have kind of a sheen to their coat, so I'm using a satin finish. But it's going to help protect it. It's going to make it easier to dust and help protect the paint. The second product that I'm using is actually a high gloss. It's going to create a shine, and I'm going to use it on the base of the carving, and I think it'll just make a nice contrast, and it'll help the wood grain and stuff to pop out in the wood. Also, I'm going to be putting this high gloss on the eyes. Anytime you can put high gloss on your animal carvings eyes, it just brings a lifelike quality, and it just kind of gives them a wet look. We're getting ready to urethane the eyes, but before I do that, I just wanted to let you know that we're actually going to give this 2 more coats of urethane, the whole carving. We're not going to show the process because you've already seen us do the first coat, but we'll sand lightly with 320 grit in between coats, and so a total of 3 coats of urethane. One other little tip, one other secret or trick, if you will. It took me a lot of years to figure it out, and I actually learned it from another wood carver. But it's just to round over the edges of your carvings on the base, if your carving has a base. The way the grain in the wood runs is vertical, so a lot of times if you set the carving down on the edge or shift it, it has a tendency to pop the edge, and you constantly have these little chips coming out around the edge of the base as the carving ages. But by just rounding the edge doesn't get caught on the floor, and it just doesn't have the same effect. So I thought I'd pass that along for those of you that know a little bit about wood. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just one of those little tips that most people don't think very much about, or they just kind of breeze over. But as you grow as a woodworker, and you've been woodworking for many years, it's those sort of little things that escaped you, that you learn, that's just a huge epiphany. So anything new that I can learn or pass along to people, and seems like a small thing, but it's just a very cool. Casey and I discussed trying to find a Dachshund dog to include in our video as a cool addition to the carving. We came up short on ideas as to how we might do this. A short time later, we hiked to a remote waterfall 1.5 miles into the White Mountain National Forest with no real intentions of filming anything. We do a fair amount of outdoor stuff that never makes it into our videos. I don't know what the chances would have been to find a Dachshund dog running around at the waterfall as far as percentages and odds go. Though the chances would be very small, that's exactly what we found.